for both of you guys, the season has sort of been beat a ranked team, and then the defense maybe isn't there against a 500 team. What do you guys need to do to develop consistency on both ends of the floor, going from performances like South Carolina into Vandy?
Yeah, like you said, we got to be more consistent. I think a lot of it is our offense. When we get in a good flow, when we get a lot of easy transition buckets, I think that helps our defense out. Because it's hard going against a set defense in the SEC every time down the court. And like you saw against Vanderbilt, we didn't get a lot of transition points on the break. We was having to go against a set defense most of the time, so it was tough for us to get a bucket.
It's the same thing Riley said. And then also develop consistency. We need, we can't get too big on a win. We got to just stay the same and come out the next game and do the same thing we did, just like when we beat South Carolina.
For Riley, last year was your first experience in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry on the court. What memories do you have of last year's games? How was the rivalry more than you expected it in terms of intensity?
Yeah, growing up, the rivalry's always there. But I didn't realize how much emotion's behind it. Both teams are passionate. Both teams want to win, and a lot of effort goes into both parts. So I figured out the emotional part of the game and actually playing the game. So it was a big part, and now I know that's behind me. I know what we're looking forward to.
Wouldn't have been a rivalry. It's a lot of extra energy in the gym. We both competitive teams, and we just go out there and we compete extra hard out there.
With that said, for both you guys, this is Avery's first time in the Auburn-Alabama rivalry. How much has he learned about it, and how much have you guys helped him, teach him about it?
I think he figured a lot of it out on his own, just from football season, being here, and then just a little of the past, I guess, of what he knew. But as it's approached, and we focus, and we're locked in on personnel and individual tendencies and stuff like that, I think that he's getting the grasp of. I think he knows how big it is. Each game in the SEC is big, so there's not one bigger than the other. We just gotta move on and compete in the next game.
All right, same thing Riley said. And then, Coach, he's picking up on how big the rivalry is. But, tomorrow after we play the game, he'll know exactly how the game is.
The Vanderbilt game kind of went back and forth between both teams. I guess, how do y'all feel about your individual performances in those games, and what do you think that individually y'all need to work on going forward?
Yeah, I think we didn't do too well on the free throw line, as you saw. Shot really poorly, and I think that translated on, not getting easy points. That's really easy points on the free throw line. And then, like I stated earlier, I think when we're in transition, it just opens up so many options. The threes are open, layups, but when we try to come against a set defense, it's just hard to score. So I think we figured out we need to get easy buckets when we can get them.
Yeah, just like individual, it isn't just individual, it's more a team thing. We just need to improve our free throw percentage. We just had Vanderbilt was a bad game from the free throw line for us.
For Jimmie, obviously going into this game, it's a pretty big power forward in Simeon Bowers. What's kind of your approach? He's a lot bigger, wider than a lot of the guys you probably face.
We do great scouting reports, individual teams, so I'm pretty much prepared to play him. He's one of the more physical guys in the league, and just have to play him physical. I like playing against him.
And Riley, both teams are pretty upper half of the three-point percentage shooting in the league. Do you kind of expect this to kind of be a game, maybe like the last one here, where you're probably going to have to play from the outside a little bit?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, just watching them on film and stuff, they shoot a lot of threes. We shoot a lot of threes, so it's going to be who can stop who. We know they got a lot of great players. Kareem Canty's really good, and we know we got to shut him down because he's a major part of their offense. But, they got other players that can make shots too. Not saying he's the only one, but I think we got a big challenge ahead for us.
Riley, obviously Auburn's coming off a big win over Kentucky, and they seem to be improving kind of gradually. What immediately stands out to you about them? Is it their three-point shooting or?
Yeah, that, and their perseverance. They go and lose at Missouri, I think the game before that, and they come back and beat Kentucky at home. Anything can happen in the SEC. Every team's good. You can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. So, it's just a big game for us, and we got to stay focused and locked in.
We got time for one or two more questions. If there's anything else.
both of y'all. Going into it, y'all won both battles last year. How much pride do you kind of take in being 2-0 against Auburn individually, especially from the state?
I say this is our state.
Yeah, I mean, growing up Alabama fan, you always want to beat Auburn no matter what it is. So we know that's behind us. But, yeah, I mean, we're proud we won last year, but we got to focus on tomorrow.
Anything else for either one of the players? All right. Oh, we got one more.
Auburn's kind of shorthanded with all of the injuries that they've had. Is that something you guys are playing into to wear them out early so, you know, they have to go to their bench early and really kind of flex the amount of depth you guys have over them?
I think they'll play a little bit of the role. Coach ain't really going into depth about that. As you know, yeah, like you said, they got some few that are injured and stuff like that, but he just wants to focus on getting the job done with the players they have because, I mean, they really do have some talented players that are playing right now that's starting for them. So we just got to come ready with some energy and focused and locked in.
Just what Riley said.